What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome back to WWE 2K20. My career approaching the end, a brawl on the Hall of Fame stage. Let's get going. And so I welcome you to, oh my god, what happened to my jacket? I've got 2 jackets, folks. 2 jackets. What? This game remains broken all the way right up until the end. So nothing has changed. 31 days into this nonsense, nothing has changed. So welcome to a fine Friday. They put out a new patch yesterday, the 1.03 patch. LED board. I've got 2 jackets. Dr. Octagon. Who could it be? And I had that same double clothing problem back at the Velveteen Dream tag match at the Dusty Classic. I think when you quit a match and then come back and there's a thing to do, it just doubles the clothes for some reason. That's hilarious. Rhea Ripley? Why? Why, Rhea, why? I like you. Why are you fighting me? I don't get it. Anyhow, right, I beat you for the Mae Young Classic. That's right. So this is a gauntlet match here against my former opponents to make them not get to Joe and get to Yellow Health. So sure, now my jacket's fixed. That's fine. So yes, the patch hit yesterday without any warning. It's like, oh, by the way, patch 1.03 is now out. So that got reversed. DDT, baby. And it fixed, look, it fixed the ability to download Creative Superstars with their logos intact from Community Creations. What else it fixed, I really don't know. I've heard it fixed the face stuff, right? Cutter! RKO out of nowhere. I've heard it fixed the face stuff. I haven't tried it yet. I've been very busy yesterday and today. Appointments, all kinds of stuff. So I haven't really tried putting my face on my guy yet. And honestly, we're about done here, so whatever. Alright, tell me who next. Becky Lynch. The man is here. So yes, I made a video where I had that bootleg CM Punk because of the issues, and they fixed that particular issue. So kudos, I suppose, for doing that. Like, honestly, something got fixed. That's good. Are a lot of things still broken? Oh, you betcha. Oh, you betcha. Including if you were on PC yesterday and got that patch, it corrupted your save file. So, yeah, I'm not on PC, thankfully. I'm on PS4. Because usually, PS4 is okay. There was a problem with 2K, I think, 17 or 18, where it would crash, and the crashing would totally break the save file. But because of the cloud, I could go get it back from PS Plus. That wasn't a big deal. But, yeah, on PC, they apparently had that rolled back, so it should be fine now. But, yeah, just, it shouldn't have happened in the first place. For real, though. For real, Becky Lynch. For real. Oh, come on now. 3-on-1. It's a damn numbers game. Take her out. How could this happen? Do it, Joe. Murder him. Snap his dumb neck. Double choke slam off the... Oh my god. To the carpet. To the carpet. That solid steel carpet. How could you, Joe? I would like to think that Joe of the future would have had new merch and not the same merch he's had, like, right now. Like, make up a new Joe shirt. And then there goes the list. Sprinkling. Sprinkling. All over. Well, alright then. And thus ends chapter 17, which was mostly cutscenes and not very much gameplay and more outfits. Alright. Which brings us to the grand finale chapter, Wrestlemania 2029, I do believe, or 2039? One of those two.
Do you need me to make another ice machine run?
You know, there's some wounds that ice can't heal.
What?
You have to admit
admit, that was a pretty cheesy line.
You know, you have a really strange way of apologizing.
I'm sorry. It's just, we've been working through this all night, and I think I'm starting to lose it. Look, you know how I truly feel. You also know me better than anyone else. I made a stupid decision to protect you when we were kids, and it just kept escalating from there. I wanted to tell you so many times, but it got harder and harder, especially when you started leaving the tickets. I couldn't bring myself to take that away from you. It would be like you finding out that America's Next Top hand model was fixed.
Wait, is it? Did you hear something?
How dare you?
I was just using that as an example.
Okay. Because I don't think I could handle that right now. I think I always knew deep down that it was all too good to be true. That I'd never meet them. But I guess a part of me wanted to believe that maybe something bigger would come out of all of this. That it wasn't just about action figures or championships or entertaining millions of people. That it would help me find a part of myself that was missing.
But maybe something bigger did come out of all this. This wasn't about finding two people who would fill a hole in your life. It was about millions of people finding you to fill holes in their lives.
29 holes, 29 souls.
Now that was cheesy.
But it's true.
Maybe.
I have something for you.
A new list.
Please don't tell me this is a letter from my long-lost aunt and uncle telling me to forgive my best friend.
Just open it.
It's a brand new list. That says...
What's this all about?
Main Event WrestleMania.
It's our new list. On one of my ice machine runs, or maybe it was one of the times you locked me out of the room, I can't remember, but I made some phone calls to management, and it's unprecedented, but they've agreed to let us get revenge on Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at tomorrow night's Wrestlemania. Assuming you're on board.
I guess we're coming out of retirement. This has to be some kind of record.
There's one other thing you need to know. Brooklyn and Samoa Joe agreed to the match, but only if we put our Hall of Fame spots on the line.
It doesn't work like that.
You really want to do this?
That's not how wrestling works.
If we don't fight back after what they did, then we don't deserve those spots.
Package deal. I'm in.
And yes, the clown makeup, because this whole game is clown shoes, so only appropriate to finish it with the clown makeup, because the whole damn thing's a circus.
Hey, just wanted to let you know, I left 2 open seats in the audience just like you always did.
Why? I mean, obviously my birth parents aren't showing up anytime soon. So was it just for good luck or out of respect or something?
You'll see.
Your actual other parents that you abandoned when you were a teenager to go wrestle are going to be there. Come on now. That's the happy, feel-good ending. That's how it should work. Oh my god, okay, so we have things to do here. Riley, Triple H, Mickie James, and go to the match. The final emails. What do we got? AJ Styles, can't believe it. Show the world what you're made of. Randy Orton, believe it or not, I'll be pulling for you tonight. And yes, you can call me Vipes. Finally! But I never got RKO'd. How do you have Randy Orton in this game as a GM and he never RKO'd anybody? That's it. Come on. Wrestling. Buzz, you got this. Thanks, Buzz.
In just a few hours, whatever horrible nightmare we've been living in will finally come to an end when the American hero takes her rightful spot in the WWE Hall of Fame alongside Samoa Joe. You know, there aren't many things that truly give me joy, but ruining your big moment the other night and now being able to destroy your entire legacies forever, this is going to be the happiest time of my life. Goodbye forever, hothead.
Why would I never have changed my phone number after all those years of her texts? Seriously. Ronda Rousey says to maim Brooklyn. Alright, sure. X-Pac says that was the worst thing ever. Avenge that. Sure. Lita says, hey, give him hell. And Natalya says, you're Calgary tough. But we still didn't train in the dungeon. Riley Flash, who invited you?
It doesn't matter how tonight turns out, because either way, I'm proud of how far you and Red have come. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to be able to say I trained 2 WWE Hall of Famers, and I could probably raise my rates again. But like I said, doesn't matter.
Well, I know we didn't always see eye to eye, but me and Red owe you for helping us get our start.
What do you mean we didn't see eye to eye? You were my prize student. Never doubted you once. I used to call you Sure Thing Trey.
Are you serious? You thought I'd be a manager at best, and you definitely didn't think I'd make it to WWE, let alone become a Hall of Famer. I think you said something about pooping golden nuggets?
I don't recall that. Anyway, good luck, Sure Thing.
You're senile, old man. Alright, Chips, what's up?
I know you're gonna tell us it's not too late to change our minds about the match and putting our Hall of Fame spots on the line, but we need to do this.
I wasn't gonna say that at all. It's actually way too late to change your minds. The match is happening.
Oh. Okay, well, that's good then.
I was going to say that if things don't go well, Brooklyn and Samoa Joe can't erase your legacies. Everything you worked for and accomplished won't just disappear.
It sounds like you don't think we can win.
Look, you both have defied the odds before, but I'm just being realistic.
When it comes time to honor the Hall of Fame class tonight, we'll be out there front and center.
With who else is in that class? I'd like to know. Mickie James.
Look, I know we haven't spoken much since I've been gone, but I just wanted to say I'm pulling for you tonight. And Brooklyn had no right to exploit your past and ruin your big moment.
I appreciate you saying that.
But I also know how your impatience and temper can get the best of you sometimes. So I'm a little worried that you rushed into this match, especially considering your condition and what's at stake.
What condition?
Thanks for your concern, seriously. But this is something we have to do, no matter what we could lose in the process.
And finally, let's go work WrestleMania.
It's time for the greatest spectacle in sports entertainment. Welcome to WrestleMania. If you've somehow been off the grid for the past 24 hours, then you missed the news that we had a huge last-minute change to tonight's event. After being ambushed at the conclusion of their Hall of Fame speech, Red and Trey will seek revenge against Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe. And saying that the stakes are high feels like a severe understatement. If Brooklyn and Samoa Joe can defeat Red and Trey, they will take their spots in the WWE Hall of Fame. And we've never seen anything like this before, and it's highly improbable we ever will again.
I have to wonder what match did we bump to the pre-show
Competitor
for this.
Who enters the ring tonight in every championship that's contested. It's now time for the most important match of the evening. Red and Trey are here to take on Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe with their Hall of Fame spots on the line.
It's truly impressive Red and Trey overcame both physical and emotional trauma to be here tonight. But I suppose revenge can motivate someone to do just about anything, including putting everything they've dreamed of and worked for at risk.
Guys, what are these pieces of paper falling down
The
from
list?
above? I believe it's supposed to symbolize their new list, and there's only one thing on it. Beat Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at WrestleMania.
This is why I left the 2 seats. It's time to move on.
Hey, Pops. Grabbing peels.
I'm glad you're here.
I think that might have been Trey's adopted parents sitting at ringside.
I think you're right, Byron.
I like that whoever designed this arena understands that WWE, when they go further into the future, it's just adding more LEDs to everything. So having the barricade be all LED, that's going to happen eventually. You know it's going to happen eventually. But yeah, that's what they do. Hey, it's a new set. We added more LED boards to it. Why not?
And now here are the 2 superstars who want nothing more than to take everything from Red and Trey, to essentially erase their legacies in a single night. It's the so-called American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe.
Yeah, these two have a much different kind of bond than Red and Trey. It's an affiliation based on shared hatred for their opponents tonight, dating back
What
years
happened
in
to
both cases.
Brooklyn's arm?
full disclosure,
Is it also robotic
I think we're
now?
looking at the newest members of the WWE Hall of Fame class. Brooklyn and Samoa Joe have been unstoppable from both a mental and physical standpoint since the moment they joined forces. Red and Trey would have a hard time stopping them if they were at full strength, and we know they're not even close to that.
Are we not going to acknowledge Brooklyn also getting the robot arm? Is that what?
And there you see Red and Brooklyn facing off. There's so much history between these two. We're talking decades of hostility. I don't know if it'll ever end, but we'll get at least some kind of resolution after tonight's contest is over.
Long-term booking. I love it. It's so good.
We're not sure who's going to start the match tonight. It actually looks like Brooklyn and Samoa Joe are discussing that right now. Apparently, it'll be Samoa Joe and Trey.
Brooklyn's going to make Red wait to get her hands on her. Yet another calculated move from the American hero.
This is it. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Clothesline. Joe into Red Health before the next cutscene. All right, so we had our AEW NXT ratings come out yesterday, and wouldn't you know it, the fact you had a bunch of main roster stars invading on NXT got them the win on week 8. Week 7? Week 8? I think it's week 8, right? So yes, NXT won in the ratings by a mere 23,000. They were down 200,000 last week, and they won by 23,000 this week. So again, that's all well and good, right? All well and good, except here's the thing. That's part of your build for the pay-per-view on Sunday. You won't have Becky on the show next week. You won't have Seth Rollins on the show next week. Like, your main roster guys won't be there on the show next week, so what does that bode for those ratings when you make it to next week? And the week after, and the week after. As they've said, it's not a it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, right? So how is that marathon going to play out in the following weeks after this one win, this one victory for WWE? That's the question. We'll find out, man. I'll be here talking about it as I do. Now then, Jordan Miles, aka ACH, is apparently officially done and released from the company and already picking up indie dates and whatever else. So is that the way to get released? Just act completely out of pocket and be like, look, this, and this, and then they get rid of you? Like, that seems to be perhaps the way to go. Here's the problem. He burned kind of a lot of bridges on that, and you have to wonder who else is going to hire him, although he is getting hired by some indie companies. So, that's something, man. Comeback move. X. I keep missing the comeback. Triangle. There it is. Third time's the charm. Sling Blade. Joseph Sling Blade. Guess what? It's time for the old Slug Stomp on the grandest stage of them all. Ashtray. Well, you know what? First of all, Joe, I don't think I'm done punishing you just yet. So yes, I'm going to do the oh my god. Because why wouldn't I? So here we go. Trey making his way around the ring. Here comes the slug. Woo! Through the ropes. And then the DDT. Alright, now I can give you that move. Honestly, I'd prefer to hit a finisher here on you, but if I can get you into the ring the right way, because I have my corner finisher that I have used very sparingly, but there is that problem, which is the whole, hey, guess what? It's going to constantly reverse the Irish what? Whip? The Irish what? The whip? See? Look at that. Look at that. How many times? And then the senton from Joe. So you know what? I was going to hit that old slugship pain, but clearly, here we go. Never mind. Look at this, Brooklyn. Slugship pain. Alright, now I grapple you. And cutscene. Uranagi. No. Joe's in the clutch. Yeah. Ankle lock.
It is. Red and Trey of Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe locked in their own submission holds.
You tap or you snap. Yeah. Hook 'em.
eventually finish them off.
Can Red and Trey do the unthinkable? Will Brooklyn and Samoa Joe give up?
Don't make me play the... Okay.
It's over.
It's over. That was it. That was quick.
And ensure that they will forever be honored in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yay. We did that. Hooray.
This match takes place 20 times, and on 19 of those occasions, Brooklyn and Samoa Joe get the win, but not tonight. This was special. This was your night, Red and Trey.
Congratulations for the second time on your Hall of Fame induction.
We did that. For the final match, I would have thought it would have been more, like, grandiose, but not really. So, alright, sure. That's the end of the game, I think. Maybe. We keep on doing this and celebrating and, yeah.
This might have been our first time seeing one of your matches in person, but we were always watching on TV.
We're proud of you, son. Can I still call you that?
Sure, Coach.
Yeah. We have a lot of catching up to do. I'm sorry about that.
We all are. It's okay.
We have something for you. There's some maintenance guy from the arena was selling it online. It wasn't cheap.
Luckily, we've gotten good at puzzles in our old age.
Oh my gosh! I thought I lost you, but you're back.
There's one thing left on there we need to finish crossing off.
It appears that the list has somehow been salvaged.
Magically.
Red and Trey can now pick up where they left off 2 nights ago.
Tonight, we witnessed the unexpected. An unexpected victory. An unexpected reconciliation. And finally, the unexpected return of what some might think is just an old scrap of paper.
Because it is.
But it was more than that to Red and Trey. It's what led them to this very moment that to them was expected all along. They may not have known how they'd end up here, but they knew when they created that list that this was their destiny.
Destiny!
Soak every bit of this in. Red and Trey, you deserve it.
Hooray! Now on to the next match, because I'm sure that was not the main event. Come on now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winners of tonight's match and still members of the WWE Hall of Fame.
But who else is in this class? No, there's... that's not how that works. There's more than one... Come on. That's not how that works. There's a whole line of them. Who is the headliner? Like... Come on. If you're gonna fake it right. You know? We aren't the only ones in this Hall of Fame class. I can assure you, we're not. So, there is that. There you go. So, Brooklyn at Mania, Joe at Mania, and we got a proud and powerful achievement. The best! The best! The best! The best! And then do we get ending credits, or is that just all she wrote? Back to the menu to say, hey, guess what? You did it. You have unspent points. My career has been completed. It was kind of clown shoes all around, but again, I liked the story they told, right? I thought that it didn't have the branching stuff they kind of promised beforehand. There was kind of very minor branching. All right, you can choose your Mixed Match Challenge partner, and you can go to BCW, but that's not really branching choices. It all ended up in the same place. Regardless, you couldn't lose and have it change, I don't think. It kind of just all ended up how it should have ended up, but that's kind of neither here nor there. I did enjoy the long-term booking over the course of that whole thing was pretty good. Because again, in wrestling, I love continuity, so having that continuity, having that through line is pretty good. But again, much like last year, hey man, my career, I enjoyed it. The rest of the game, not so much. And this year especially, not so much. In not having my face into my career for the entire playthrough because it was literally broken is a major sticking point with me for my enjoyment. But here we are. And I finished it. So at least I got my logo on the shirt. That's something, I suppose. And even that took weeks. So, you know, there's that. Anyway, I'm done with my career. This video series is over. And so tomorrow's Saturday, so Perplexing Pixels with Grimm's Toy Show tomorrow. And then Sunday, I guess I should start playing Showcase? I don't know, man. Put it down in the comments below. What in the blue hell am I doing next? Because I'm honestly not really sure. So, I'm Attack Slug, though. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sticking around. You guys are awesome. More videos on this channel. You know where it is. You know what the deal is. Hit the sub button. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. Let me know. I'm Attack Slug. See you next time. And I'm out.
We had a lot of things planned for today's WrestleMania preview show, but all those went out the window at the Hall of Fame ceremony when Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe assaulted Red and Trey, destroying the moment they'd been working for their entire careers.
There's just a lot to digest here. We're just on the outside covering this, so imagine what Red and Trey have been working through. This is their entire lives. I mean, Red had been keeping that secret from Trey all those years. How do you deal with that?
Look, I'll be the first to admit I've taken Red's side since day one, and she has some things she needs to reconcile with Trey, but that's between them. Yeah. And on the flip side, in no way does it excuse what Brooklyn did. So please, Kit, don't try to defend Brooklyn like you always do. I'm just not in the mood.
That's not what I'm doing. And honestly, I can't this time. Like you said, Red and Trey have their own stuff to work out, but what Brooklyn did crossed the line. That wasn't one-upping Red and Trey or outsmarting them. That was disgraceful. And I'm happy that apparently Red and Trey have been able to work out their issues to the extent that they'll be able to fight back against Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at WrestleMania.
For once, I agree with everything you said, but what will this cost Red and Trey? If they lose the match, they lose their Hall of Fame spots. And what if that was Brooklyn's goal all along and they're just playing right into it? Red and Trey, they have nothing to gain and everything to lose.
Well, I wouldn't say they have nothing to gain. I mean, they have their pride and their honor to uphold. And maybe if they defeat Brooklyn and Joe, they can finally stop Brooklyn from tormenting them ever again. I mean, the logical side of me doesn't know if that will happen, but in my heart, I hope that's what we'll see tonight.
Well, we're on the same page there. Good luck to Red and Trey.
Yeah.
And we'll be pulling for you.
Totally.